Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on our Autodesk Construction Cloud series, and these are the two topics that we will be covering up today. One is we will see how can we create coordination space, and then we will talk about clash detection on ACC. So here I am on my homepage. First, what I will be doing is I will change the region, and once after changing the region, I will select the project on which I am working. I hope you people remember the project name, which is Rise and Shine. And once the project opens here, directly I'll go into design collaboration. And here in the design collaboration, what we have to do is we have to create a coordination space. Now, what is coordination space? So here in coordination space, what it does is it creates the link between the folders. Okay, it creates a space after considering the folders that we will be selecting, and whatever models are there in that, it will create a link for us to proceed further with the coordination as well as other things. For example, if I come here in coordination, you see here that there is this coordination space. Before I create a coordination space, what I will do is I will go to docs, and last time we have created a package. Okay, so what I will do is when we consumed that package, there is a folder that has been created which says consumed. Okay, so I will go in structure folder, and in structure folder you see here that there is a structural model, and in consumed folder there is architectural model. So when I create coordination space and when I select this structure as the folder, so what it will do, it will create a link between this architectural as well as this structural model, and then it will clash both these models, which will help us to identify potential clashes. So what we will do, we will go here in design collaboration, and then we will go to settings. Once I go to settings, I will go here in coordination, and then I will say coordination space. I can select the team. So as the structure team has consumed the architectural folder, the architectural project, that is the reason I will select the structure here, and then I will create a name here, arc clash with structure. So this is my coordination space name, and I will say that yes, clash has to be on. Then only it will clash both the models. After that, I will create, and then I will say next. So when I do that, what will happen is I have to wait for a minute, and then it will show that the coordination space has been created. Clear? So now once the coordination space is created, next what we will do is we will go to model coordination. In model coordination, we have to activate the coordination space that we created. Okay, so what we will do here is we will go to settings, and then we will click here on this coordination space, and we will check the status whether it is active or inactive. It says active. Okay, so once we do that, we can go to clashes, and when we go to clashes, you see here that there are all the clashes that appear between those models. So I will quickly take you through these options, but in depth we will proceed further as we go through the course. So in models, I have the option to select the models, and then if I open in viewer, I have the option to save that view. Okay, and in that view, what will happen is those relevant models will be there. For example, if I select these two models and then I will go to open in viewer, and once I do that, what will happen here, I will find the option of saving the view. I will say that arc versus structure, and I will save it. Okay, and then I got the confirmation that the view has been created, and when I go to views, you will be able to see this one. Okay, if you want, you can save here in docs, but before that we will go to clashes. So here these are the two models between which there is a clash that has ran, and here this small not small, the half-tone gray color boxes indicate that there are no clashes between these particular models, and then this orange color one indicates that there are too many clashes, and then this one indicates that there are less clashes. Okay, so what we will do is we will take this model, and when we go here there are two models that has been selected. Okay, so now this thing is the tolerance. For example, you get the option of tolerance in Navisworks. In a similar manner, you get the tolerance option here as well. If you go here, you can define that what are the two ranges between which you want to filter out clashes. For example, I can say that 5 mm to 10 mm. When I do that, see what has happened. The number of clashes from 837, it has reduced to 66. Okay. For example, if I zoom in here, I see here that what Revit has done. Revit has isolated all the other clashes, and I can see only clash between these two models. Okay, which I have selected here. And when I do this, it will go back to its normal place. And what I will be doing is I will select this clash here, and then I want Revit to zoom in. So you see here that there is a clash between the joist as well as this seat channel. Okay, so what we will do is we will create an issue. So when you create an issue, you get so many options here. We will see that this is a class issue, and then you will get the option to put a pin. I will say that put a pin here, and once I put a pin to that place where there is a clash, what happens, I see that there are so many options that comes in. This is the title. I am pretty happy with the title because here element IDs are displayed, and then this is the status open, and here you will see the type of the clash, and then this is a description which you can write. If you don't want such a big description, you simply write here joist versus C channel, and then if you have added members in your project, you can assign them this thing. As of now, there is another account which I have with the same name. That's the reason I am assigning this to me, and then I can specify the date here, by what date they have to submit this. And what I can do is, if I want to type in any comment here, I can mention that resolve ASAP. Okay, once I do that, I will submit this. Okay, and if you remember, I have kept the status as open. So now where exactly we will see all these details. So what we will do is we will close this, and now when I come here in clashes, you see here that there are active as well as there are closed. Okay, and then when you come here in issues, you will see the details of these issues that I have created here. If you want, you can export this as PDF as well. Okay, there is one more thing that I want to show it to you. For example, there is a particular clash which doesn't make sense to me. For example, I will select this, and I will go inside this, and you consider that there is a clash, but is fine. It is completely fine. It doesn't make any sense to you. So what you can do is you can say that's not an issue, and then you specify that what exactly can we see here. You specify that valid penetration not required, no clash, no clash. When you do that, when you save this, what will happen? We got the confirmation that two clashes marked as not issue. We will close this, and now when you come here, that option, that a closed clash that you have created, it will be seen here. It will be seen here. Okay. So now this is the issues that I have told you. So as of now, we will keep this session very short. But as we proceed further with the course, I will keep exploring things for you so that you get well versed with ACC. As of now, learners, thank you for your collaborations. Definitely, we will meet in the next session. Thank you. As always, rise and shine. Thank you.